People with an autoimmune process need help with their immune system. The attack is on the tissues, but it is an immune system problem. It's not a tissue problem. It is the hypervigilant immune system that is attacking the antigen that the body marks as foreign. The thyroid, for you thyroid people, and we're all thyroid people, the thyroid is one of the most common attacks by the immune system. And one reason is thyroid tissue is similar to molecular structure as is the gluten molecule. Isn't that interesting? In addition to supporting the damaged tissue, the immune system must be modulated. It must be balanced. Do you know some other common tissue attacks? Brain and pancreas. Brain attacks cause brain fog and progress to movement disorders and the loss of brain function like we talked about. Is that a surprise? Pancreatic antibodies can lead to type 1 diabetes. You know, the skinny diabetic, the one that makes no sense? It's the same process. Antibodies mark tissues for destruction. Here's what you have to do. You have to manage this. You have to, number one, find out and remove the triggers that are causing the autoimmune flare-ups. You need to be detective. You need to, number two, balance the immune system. And number three, improve the function of the major systems, priorities like balancing blood sugar, clearing out any anemias, improving the gastrointestinal system, and all the while supporting the affected tissues. If that means thyroid, then thyroid support. Thyroid medication seems ridiculous to an autoimmune thyroid problem. It's the second step, it's not the first step. If that means adrenal support, then adrenal support. What I'm saying is that the entire body is involved. There is no such thing as a minor health problem. It's a system problem. This is a lot to swallow. Again, diseased and destroyed tissue is the effect rather than the cause. When tissue is destroyed, we call it a disease, and oftentimes it's too late to try making interventions. We have to become more involved in a systems approach than we are today. We're a decade into this new millennium for crying out loud. Normal intestines, celiac intestines. In the case of celiac disease, officially, you need to have the intestinal transglutaminase antibody present. That's how they name it. So you can call it an official disease. But how much destruction has to take place before this ever happens? And if it's happening to the intestines, how many other tissues is this happening to? Most likely every one of them that you have a symptom to. You have a vicious cycle. You have inflammation. Inflammation is one of the kickers. So let's say you sprained your ankle. You are sending inflammatory cytokines or inflammatory messages all over the body. In 6 weeks, when the swelling goes down, and the cytokine, the inflammatory chemicals subside, you'll be back to normal. But what about the raging gut inflammation that goes on and you don't even know it? It's always releasing these inflammatory agents. Inflammation is bad news.